Hello everyone, welcome to India Gaming. Today we are playing Batman Arkham Knight Most Wanted Mission, The Perfect Crime. So someone has left these mysterious dead bodies around the city. So we have to find out the criminal who did this. So this body is in Miyagani Island.
Told me about. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
So we have two X-ray. Let's find out what it is. Oh, that's a scar.
An irregularity on the victim's chest. It appears to be a birthmark, quite distinctive.
What else? Oh, we can...
The left foot is missing several toes. The site of amputation suggests the removal of non-viable tissue in the treatment of frostbite.
We have to scan through 3 layers: skin, muscle, and bone.
There's a
What
bullet
is this?
lodged deep in the upper bicep. This type of ammunition is predominantly used with a hunting rifle that hasn't been manufactured in over a decade. Alfred,
Okay.
I've ID'd the victim as Robert Kincaid.
He was a microbiologist who worked
Robert
for Stag
Kincaid.
Enterprises. Many believe the shooting was connected to Kincaid's knowledge of controversial research, although that remains unverified. He took a teaching post in Atlanta, which is where he was reported missing.
What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
So that's first body we found. So another body we found in Founders Island. Let's see what's there.
Can you grow up here? Me? No, I'm a Bloodhaven kid.
Alfred, I found another body. The mutilation pattern looks to be identical to the previous murder victim.
Then it appears Gotham does indeed have a serial killer in its midst. And here I was thinking this evening couldn't get any worse.
I'm going to scan the body for unique identifiers.
Alright, let's scan. Oh, there's a scar on the thigh.
This wound is relatively fresh, inflicted while the victim was still alive.
Let's go deeper.
Abrasion to the epidermal layers confirms the somewhat crude removal of a tattoo.
Oh, what's in the kidney?
The position of this scar indicates the victim underwent surgery to remove one of their kidneys.
Let's search the bones. What is that?
A plate made of tantalum,
Alanga.
used here for a cranial
Eila.
fracture,
Ela.
most probably the result of a boxing accident. The
Boxer.
victim's callous knuckles would only be acquired by a professional fighter. Alfred, the victim's name is Ella Montgomery.
It appears the kidney was donated to a twin sister who unfortunately died. This seems to have been the catalyst for her boxing pursuits, and hence the cranial injury. She went missing in Huntsville, Alabama.
Another person taken from outside the Gotham area.
A significant detail, sir.
So are these words written beside the bodies. Try and find a connection between the two victims I've found, Alfred. There has to be something linking them together.
I'll try my best, sir.
So this is the second one. We have to find more. Let's go. So we are on the bleak island, on the top of the tower. Let's see. Another body.
Alfred, we can add a third victim to the list.
Third
This
victim.
is becoming rather ghastly, sir. It brings to mind a spate of murders at the beginning of your career. It was Halloween then, if I'm not mistaken. Turned out to be rather a long one, if I recall.
I'm going to try and identify the body.
Okay, let's x-ray this body. What do we have? There's a scar on the bicep.
Scar tissue on the upper arm. I recognize the pattern. 20 years ago, this was a badge of honor among inmates at Blackgate Penitentiary. A small group of racketeers known as the Bloodhaven Six.
So he's a prisoner. What's there?
Remnants of a pacemaker fitted through the right ventricle. If I cross-reference the manufacturer with the pacing method, it will help to narrow the search.
Okay, yeah. Broken knee.
Clear signs of bone deformation on the victim's
Bone
knee.
deformation.
Joint line sclerosis points to juvenile
Franklin.
arthritis, a rare and debilitating condition. Alfred, I've ID'd the victim as Franklin Accardo.
His records are a litany of drug-related offences, sir. In and out of prison from an early age. He was serving a 20-year sentence at Blackgate before being released early on grounds of ill health due to a heart condition. He moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, which is where he was reported missing.
That's 3 victims, all of them abducted in various places around the country. Keep looking for a connection, Alfred.
Right you are, sir.
The writing by the bodies suggests the killer has a higher purpose. It's as if these weren't good enough for what he has in mind.
Failure.
There are other victims?
Yes, and I don't know what he has planned for them.
So this is the third one. We have to find another one. Let's go. So we have to find the fourth one. It's in the Bleak Island near the Merchant Bridge. Okay, let's dive down there. This is the fourth body we have found. We have to investigate this.
Alfred, I found a 4th victim.
Highly regrettable, Master Bruce. All we can do is hope this body yields some clues as to the killer's identity.
Right, let x-ray. Oh, yeah, yellow.
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect.
Okay, what's...
A wedding ring in the lower intestine.
What?
The inscription reads Ophelia.
No. Thigh bone.
The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been
Its
recent.
femur is replaced.
The victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Have you found anything linking the victims?
I can find no personal or professional links between the victims, but they each went missing near state parks or playing fields.
Try and find anything connecting those places.
Of course, sir. I'll look into it.
Alright. We have examined the fourth body.